Welcome to another episode of Straight Out of Camera. Much like the last episode, today I'm revisiting one of my black and white recipes I built on my X-T1 that I had already written about on my blog, but I hadn't made a video about yet. Today we're talking about a recipe I call Toned Carbon. This is yet another black and white recipe I created on my X-T1. I have a few black and white recipes on my blog now, and I'm just now starting to get to all the videos of them. Since the X-T1 doesn't have the Acros film simulation built in like the later cameras do, the black and white choices and capabilities of this camera is a little more limiting than some of the other ones. But there's still enough adjustments that we can make to create a handful of choices. Unlike the recipe I shared last week on the last episode, this black and white recipe is increased contrast and does have increased sharpening. There are a lot of different motivations for me when I create these. I created this one kind of last minute before I was going to go out and shoot a specific area of the city that I hadn't shot in a while, and I wanted to just get some really contrasty sharp images straight out of camera. So I created something I didn't quite have programmed in there yet. So I created this recipe that kind of matched what I was looking for in terms of sharpness and contrast. The first recipe I posted in this series I think was called GREYSTREET 1, and this might have some similarities to that, but again I think this one has slightly higher contrast and increased sharpening. You'll see some of the stark contrast I was able to achieve, and this is exactly what I was going for. I was inspired by a lot of these black and white photos I was seeing with stark black shadows contrasted with whatever else was well lit in the scene. Like a lot of street photography photos in the situations we're living in right now, sometimes there's not a lot of people out on the street, so these are just scenes and atmospheric photos, which I tend to shoot a lot of anyways. But notice how sharp and punchy these images feel. It's really cool. This is one of those recipes I think where you can program into your camera, shoot a wide variety of situations, and just be surprised by the different looks that you're going to get. So really that's it for this episode. I just wanted to continue making videos off all the recipes I've been creating so far and let you know that there are more on my blog. If you haven't checked that out, please do so, and continue to keep an eye on this channel for more from this series and other photography videos. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.